invite Mr. Sumesh Nair, co-founder, Board Infinity, on the stage. Can you welcome sir with a big round of applause?
Hi, everybody. Good morning again. So just to give an idea about Board Infinity, what we do, and how we are impacting the career of students across India and Asia today, we look at very specific, personalized career tracks that we give for students. We take them through a journey through the first year, the second year, 3 years, if it is 3 years of journey, or if it is a 4-year journey, and we walk them to companies which could potentially hire them as well. So that's the work that we have been doing over the last half a decade. So these are some of the numbers. I think the biggest number that we are really proud of is the number of students that we have been able to directly or indirectly put through career transitions. And that is a part of our overall vision to impact more than 1 crore career transition. We have hit around, I think around 10% of that today in terms of the number of students that we have been able to impact positively, either directly through our recruitment partnerships or increasing conversions in campuses where existing placement opportunities come in. So if you look at it, we work with some of the top NIRF 100 ranking institutions. If I look on the management side, right from XLRI, NITI, close to around 7 to 8 IIMs, which have been said. There are 21 IIMs in India. Out of that, around 7 to 8 IIMs actually work with us for student career services. We also look at colleges which are private in the growing stage and also private which are established as well. And the work that we do with them is very deep, where we kind of either integrate into the curriculum or we are an add-on training which helps students to get to the end journey of outcomes. So some of our alumni, as you see, work in some of the top companies. We've been able to influence students to get to the top companies. We've been able to influence students get to mass recruiters as well. We don't give a one-size-fits-all solution to any student. We look at where the student is and try to map opportunities as to how they are in their, like I said, their career progression cycle. So we're very scientific in the way that we do it, and we'll speak a little bit around what we think are things which would steer the future of higher education. And we are sitting on a very, very ambitious target in the next 12 years. That is to hit around 50% gross enrollment ratio. We are roughly around 26% today. And it's not like the base is going to keep on increasing. We are going to basically increase our capacity to get there. So there are statistics that say that we need at least 1 college to start every week to get to that target. But we also wanted to reimagine and think, are there better ways of looking at it? Second, if you look at the NEP policy that has come up, a lot of emphasis is on looking at building multidisciplinary education and, more importantly, building out individual career tracks for students. If you look at it, there is also flexibility around multiple entries and multiple exits. So there's a lot of complexity around how we go about navigating and building specific, let's say, how does BTech of the future look like? How does a 4-year BTech degree look like, right? So if people are entering, exiting, how do we look at the skills building of students then? So we thought that there is a tectonic shift in the way that students are going to look at how they are going to build their careers within higher education. And what is that we as an organization can do to help and achieve the goals that has been set in terms of what the institution would want and what the government would need as well. So if you look at a typical undergraduate program structure, and many of you would have gone through the NEP syllabus, how a typical undergrad program structure should be. If you look at it, the skills enhancement courses part is around close to 9 credits in a 3-year UG and around 9 credits in a 4-year UG, out of, let's say, 90 or 120 credits that you, sorry, 120 or 160 credits that you're trying to earn. There is a specific emphasis on skills-based education. In fact, if you look at value-added courses also, it takes the flavor of skills as well. Many value-added courses in multiple campuses are skills-based. And then there is an optionality for summer internship as well for students, which is again becoming around 4 credits. So if you kind of add up all these things, we are getting close to around 20 credits out of 120, moving more and more into skills-based, career-based education. Now, in this context, what do we do as an organization? What do we do as a, let's say, a cluster of higher education institutions to get to what we need to get there? So I believe there are going to be 3 key challenges. And what are these 3 key challenges? And actually, these are opportunities more than challenges. The first being, how do we design and deliver personalized learning and upskilling pathways? So that becomes the first question to solve. The second being, how do we really look at increasing capacity? Are we starting more colleges to increase capacity, or are there better ways of doing it? Or third, there is a, it's very interesting that, there is a specific set of digitally native set of students who are right now sitting in, the K-12 system, which are going to enter higher education, who are very comfortable doing a lot of work online. And for them, online is first, and then there is offline. So their life is hybrid, but they are very comfortable having a digital first experience. Now, with these 3 areas in mind, over the last half a decade, we built out the platform, which today is known as InfiLearn. That's a sub-brand of our company, Board Infinity, where we make it extremely student-centric, and we'll tell you how we go about doing that. Most of the work that we do in terms of the pathways we create is focused on skills. And these are very open and flexible programs. So when we say open and flexible programs, what if a student gets out in 1 year? What are the skills that they build? Can we add up some of those skills and get them to certain internships or jobs? So we basically have distilled this down into the right set of metrics that can influence the best outcomes once you go through these open and flexible programs. And more importantly, there is an extremely strong industry and academia connect. So we have more than, and arguably India's largest set of instructors available on demand to come and teach. The count today stands at around 2,500. It is today split across different kinds of job roles, sectors, companies. And when I say on demand, let's say tomorrow you need a specific workshop on a particular company or a particular role, we are able to deliver it within 18 hours. That's the current turnaround time, right from getting the request to doing it. So we work very extensively with the career services teams and the curriculum teams to deliver that. And second, we have certain engines, and I'll unveil some of the work that we are doing on generative AI, which actually reads about what is happening in the job market on a real-time basis to distill down to skills, so that a student who is actually going through a 4-year program, by the end of the first year and by the end of the 3rd year, should not feel that what skills did I actually learn? Because the path itself was changing, because that's how technology, let's say, as a career option is changing. So I'm just talking about technology. So in that context, how do we make proactive and really adaptive strategies to build something which is really focused on the work? So this is what we wanted to really unveil. Veera is basically, we live in the world of generative AI, and Veera is actually a teaching assistant to career services team, to faculties, to their administrators, and it focuses mainly on today career building, which I believe is one of the main objectives for a student which is actually walking into a college. So we've launched 6 sub-modules today on it, and we will unveil the functionalities, but to just give you a basic idea, right from the starting of how to discover the right career, and that's where the career planner comes in. It's around 2.5 years of research that we have spent looking at more than 1 lakh plus career transitions to distill down what are the careers and what are the career values, and look at what specific individual traits will match those career values, and that engine has been built out. Today it has been taken by more than 20,000 plus students across India, and it is on real-time basis influencing their career building journey. All of us know about one-on-one virtual teaching. We believe that capacity can be built if we can use technology in the right way. Today, this particular tool, or let's say bot, or whatever that we want to call it, is able to give answers as good as a human being when it is asked questions very pertinent to skill building and education. So the question remains that how do we really adapt? And how do we really ensure that we are not missing out on the curve of, let's say, generative AI trying to help on how teaching can be effectively delivered? I am of the fundamental belief that it's not going to replace, but it is going to be an addendum in the coming years. So how do we really stay ahead of the curve? Today, it focuses on personalized learning, practice interviews. It can construct any kind of interviews and ask you questions and give you feedback and rate you and give you a consolidated report around where you are not doing well. It can even tell you that you are giving generic answers. Please read up something and come. It can ask follow-up questions. All that is missing today is a face to it. We actually put a face also to it. So a digitally native student is definitely going to adopt some of these tools, functionalities, and we believe that as an organization, this is what we wanted to offer for the future of higher education, and this is what we wanted to steer the way higher education is done. Now, all of you are aware that Harvard recently came up with a specific aspect around they're going to run one of their courses using ChatGPT. It's a generative AI tool that they have built. It is something that they built for themselves. So imagine if we can build these kind of tools customized for your institute. So when we say, how can we build an internal AI engine within the institute which is helping students, it is helping faculty for course optimization, it is helping administration for seeing what kind of reports that need to be seen, proactively recommending how the skills should change, proactively sitting with the board of studies and saying that probably we need to include these kind of things into the curriculum, proactively sitting with the quality council, with the IPR team. How do we really go about building it? Can we develop these kind of modules and engines within the system of higher education? So that's what we wanted to unveil to you. Apart from all the work that we are doing in skills building and careers, how can we build these custom use cases within the organization? And apart from that, for delivering the right experience, you need the right operating system. For that, all these functionalities that we have here, which is like, so the LMS has gone through more than 1 lakh students right now. It was actually built for the purpose of a consumer, because we had a very large direct-to-consumer arm. And today that LMS is being used by institutions for end-to-end program delivery, for online coding. It's used for proctored quizzes, exams, and most importantly, it is upholding the frameworks of the credit framework that have come up and the NEP policy. The other piece is that an LMS alone can't solve it, because there are dime a dozen LMSs out there. So what is going to really differentiate is the experience that you build on top of the LMS. And that is where you need learning path personalizations, right from what curriculum needs to be delivered. You need the right skill taxonomy mappings to understand what skills will fit in which course. How do we understand which course to take, what job to apply for, and how do we go about assessing it? This is what exactly that we have built out. And let's say today NEP says that 25% of your total 120 credits can be delivered online. You could use SWAYAM, you can use Coursera. We also have a curated marketplace which can actually deliver some of these courses as well. And it is, so rather than using disparate systems, why can't we think about one system which can actually help the institution and not going through too many different kinds of systems to actually get to your output? So that is what we are doing. And most importantly, on the career services team side, how do you manage your jobs? How do you manage your internships? What job will fit which kind of student? Let's say you upload a job description on your platform. Which student has the best chances of cracking that job? What if we are able to tell that particular student that you have a better chance of cracking it, so why don't you perform slightly more hard? And this whole building process for us took close to around 3 to 4 years. We we are one of those education tech companies where half of the workforce is actually into tech and R&D and not in sales. And so what we believe there should be tech in education and we should have solutions which are futuristic. So we've invested to create this thing. And as part of our, I would say, so we are already working with IIM Vizag and a couple of other colleges in AP Telangana through some partnerships. But this is the first time that we wanted to engage with the AP Telangana system and see how we can really influence. We have had at least 1,000+ students who have directly come to study on our platform from the region. And we want to invest in the region. And we believe that if you really believe in some of the things that we said, and if you are excited by what we are trying to create for higher education, please do visit our booth. We are trying to see some of the features which we can give as a trial for you as well, so that you can experience what we are trying to build as well. So the other piece which you also need to know about is the service stack that we have, which is basically, you know, a bunch of industry experts who are coming from the top companies, even companies where they maybe not academically smart, but they have been there and done that. We have 2,000 such instructors available on tap today to teach as well. So we do not believe that AI alone is the future, but we also believe that capacity can be built by incentivizing industry to come and teach as well. So 5 years back when we started, people said that, how are you taking these people to moonlight? But if you remember, last year, UGC itself came up with POP, or Professors of Practice, which is again one way to increase capacity into the system. We envisioned that 4 years back and we built it, and today we have the largest, I would say, system of Professors of Practice coming in. And last month we had a release on who can be an assistant professor. Now the criteria has been relaxed and it needs to be only any, you just need to take those 3 exams. You don't need to be really a PhD to do that. So we believe that capacity has to increase. We believe that capacity can be increased by using human beings as well as technology, and that will help us attain the overall goals that our government of India has set for the next 12 years. With that, I just want to show, a little bit around our expertise with Veera. It's just a quick 1-minute video, and then we will wind off.
We're at the dawn of a new era in education, with AI shaping how we learn. Education has always been a dynamic field, making progress despite various challenges. The broad range of career options and quickly changing industry trends present both hurdles and opportunities. With the new education policy, India is ready for change. As we navigate this transformation, we need to find innovative ways to connect education with industry needs. Imagine an educational journey where each student's learning path is custom built to their interests and talents, where career guidance keeps up with real-time industry trends. That's the promise of AI in education, a system of personalized learning, adaptive curriculum, and dynamic career guidance. Welcome this change with Veera, your AI-powered career coach or friend, pioneering the future of education.
Hello, I'm Veera, your AI-powered career coach and friend. I'm here to guide you through this educational revolution. I will help each student carve out a unique path towards their dream career. As your friend and mentor, I'm here to guide you on your educational journey. With my career planner, students find their ideal career path tailored to their unique profile and the current job market. Through realistic interview simulations, I provide students with practice and personalized feedback to ace their next interview. From crafting a compelling resume to drafting a persuasive cover letter, I'm here to support students in their job application process. I don't stop just at training. I also assist students start their job search by recommending personalized job opportunities and aiding in their preparation. I stand by students, cheering them on, providing motivation, and guiding them every step of the way towards their dream career. But my mission goes beyond career transitions. It's about shaping the future of education. And to shape this future, I'm proud to be a part of Board Infinity. We share a vision of revolutionizing education, and together, we are making it a reality with our comprehensive suite of educational tools and services, combined with my AI capabilities. Our diverse range of solutions includes dedicated user platforms for students and faculties, a robust learning management system, and an immersive learning experience platform. A dedicated platform for job and internship opportunities is part of the suite, keeping students connected to real-world career prospects. Backed by a pool of over 2,000 educators hailing from top companies with diverse industry experience, Board Infinity's on-demand service stack offers bespoke curriculum design, efficient program delivery, and personalized coaching and mentoring, ensuring a dynamic and rich learning experience. My AI layer optimizes and complements these offerings. I assist with personalized learning, curriculum optimization, faculty support, research assistance, and a whole lot more. Together, we will usher in a new era in education where every student thrives and every educator is empowered. I invite you to join us on this transformative journey. Are you ready?
You know, I'm myself and my team, we are personally excited about the future of how education will be. I have made it my commitment to, I'm one of those founders who play along. I've made it my commitment and Abhay has made his commitment. We both are founders of Board Infinity that we will see this through over the next 10 to 15 years to see where the future of education is going to be. And not just that, we actually believe in impacting on the education side. For us, it's not just a venture where we are building out or making a money minting machine, but like I was telling earlier that this is play for us and we are trying to see how much deep we can go and how much impact we can create with students over the next 10 to 15 years. So that's it from my end. We look forward to chat with all of you in the next 2 days. Our booth is right next to, once you exit out, you will see it on the right. And I'm hoping to learn a lot from what is happening right now in institutions and how we can co-create and build this and make the engine stronger and stronger. That is my sole objective. That is my team's sole objective, to see how we can. We have already started some early pilots and it's showing amazing work. I personally was fearful about it, but I have embraced it, and now I've become a faithful preacher about the abilities of AI as a an enabler for education. It's not a replacer, it's an enabler. And we should